Hello everyone, and I am Diamond. I'm going to be doing a Taurus season energy read, astrology reading as well. I just really wanted to get into the alignments for this season. Happy birthday, Taurus, and just kind of go over some things that we may experience or you may be experiencing or things to look out for with this Taurus season, May, end of April type of energy. So the sun will officially be in Taurus on April 20th, 420. So I hope everybody will be enjoying their, time and their day and just filled with positive values and engulfing themselves in love and just different things that make you happy. What do you value? What are some things that you may value within yourself? How are you coming off to people? Do you see yourself and your mindset at a valuable state of mind? Do you have a valuable state of mind? And just going through things full force, like, the Taurus, the bull, are you having patience? Are you grazing in the grass? Are you really taking in, the environment? What are things that you value at this time? I really feel like that's going to be a big theme for Taurus season. Just things that people really value within themselves and value in others, and how people may come off to others and how you may come off to others. Because, the sun is ourselves and our heart and just how we come off and, things that we value at this time. So, yes, that's for the sun in Taurus. And we also have Jupiter and Uranus conjunct in Taurus at 21 degrees. So this is a major alignment. Taurus governs the value, governs love, governs, where is your neck turning, that governs the neck. So I feel like your neck also governs your head. You can't really turn your head if your neck isn't working properly. And which way are you turning your head? Which way are you kind of facing to view your values? And then also Jupiter is all about expansion and abundance and growth and what direction you're headed in. And Uranus is technology and unique and humanitarian and revolutionary and just a whole bunch of different things. So I really feel like this is going to be expanding our unique values within ourselves, expanding different things in tech, also just growth within yourself, growth with tech, growth with money, because Taurus is also, people value money. So I feel like that's going to be another big thing with like crypto and Bitcoin and just different things that you're investing in, gold, silver, all of that stuff is going up in value. So it's kind of like, what do you value? And then kind of invest in that to see it expand, see that growth in different unique ways. So Taurus, value, money, Jupiter, growth, expansion, and tech is Uranus. So I kind of feel like it's going to be a really big thing with just growth and unique development and things that people value at this time. Also, it's at 21 degrees. 21 degrees governs Capricorn. So Capricorn is, how can I say, like career, working, the boss, or discipline and public, how you're viewed in the public. So this may even be like a more so how you view yourself publicly, working towards the public or governing different ways to elevate in a public eye. And I feel like that's kind of already taking place. There's been a few different things going on in the news, and I kind of feel like that was very interesting because I looked upon the last alignments for this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, and 14 years ago, June 7th, 2010, it was in Aries. And if you guys do your, research and your homework, we were at war. I'm on, a certain platform. I don't really want to go into details because I don't want to get demonetized or banned or striked out or anything like that. But if you do your research, in 2008, 2010, we were at war. And Aries governed war. And to kind of balance that out, it's like, are you going to war for justice, Libra, and things that you value? So that's kind of how you balance that out. So I thought that was pretty interesting that we were at war the last time we had this alignment. And then I looked at the alignment previous to that, 14 years behind. It was February 13th, 1997. And it was in Aquarius. So, that's revolutionary technology, humanitarian. And the way to balance that out is through Libra. So really knowing you are a creative ruler. And at that time, I forget the name of the person, but they had ownership of a bank. They gained a whole banking system, and it was like world news. I can't remember exactly what bank it was, but like I said, again, you guys can go back and do your research on that. But it was like a really big thing. I thought that was really funny how the alignments were playing out with this Jupiter conjunct Uranus alignment. And then here we are, April 20th, and Uranus and Jupiter is conjunct in Taurus. So that's all about value. That's all about money. That's all about love. And the way how to balance that out is through Scorpio. Now, I feel like that's transformational, death to old things, death to these old ways, these old habits, to bring in this new, abundant, unique growth in yourself or whatever you may value. I also did a meditation on this energy, and I seen a black line, almost like a horizon. I took that as new things may be coming to a horizon for people who have been investing. And I also took it as like a fresh start, a new beginning to something. I kind of got a little bit deeper into the meditation, and I kind of entered in that void state. So I literally see myself in like, you guys know that part in the Matrix where it's just like blank, and Morpheus is showing Neo like, okay, here's all the options. You can go this way, you can do this, we can bring in this. So it was kind of like that void, that empty space. And as I looked above, I seen people in a chaotic state. And then as I look down, I seen people in a chaotic state. It's all about where your mindset is at this time. But you kind of create, your reality. Which direction are you going to go in? And that all governs the mind. It all governs with how you're planting the right seeds to head in the right direction, and how you're nurturing those seeds. So yeah, that's kind of like my breakdown for that alignment. I just thought it was really funny how all of the past alignments was fairly similar. And as you guys know, we did kind of, it is like a war going on. I'm just going to call it how it is. There is a certain type of war going on. If you do your research on world news, there are certain people doing certain things in other countries. So I'll leave that at that. But if you are up on current world events, you already know what I'm talking about. And it's funny because all of this is going on in that same alignment. Okay. So that is for Taurus. And then as I'm going around the wheel, we also have Lilith and the moon conjunct in Virgo. So I feel like the moon is all about your emotions, the woman, your home, foundation. And then we also have Lilith, and Lilith is like the dark side of the moon, the dark goddess, embarrassment, shame. And then we also have Virgo, and Virgo is the sun goddess, the light goddess and the morning star. So I feel like that's a really big alignment, governing how you view yourself internally, how you, how's your feminine energy? How is your mindset when it comes to how you view yourself internally? Are you letting your shadow self govern the way that you go about things? Or are you taking full control of your emotions to balance out that yin and that yang energy within yourself, that feminine energy within yourself? Also, I'm hearing like mother, that's nurturing. You know, moms are for the most part nurturing, you know, however you may want to look at that, but nurturing yourself, nurturing your inner child, nurturing your, you know, things that make you feel comfortable, and old wounds, and just doing things, breaking out of this uncomfortable space to be your unique self, to grow. Not letting these old things hold you back and pull you back in old past ways, so that way you can kind of elevate during this season and grow. And it is trying that Jupiter conjunct Uranus, and I feel like that's going to be a big part as to how to push past and elevate at this time, really doing the self-work on how you view yourself, how are you healing yourself, how are you working towards healing yourself emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, all these different ways on how to elevate, okay? Then we also have the South Node in Libra. So kind of getting into balancing these old ways, balancing just past things for the right direction in the future. Because, you know, some people say, how are you going to know where you're going if you don't know where you came from? So I feel like kind of deep dive into old things. There may be even like hidden treasures there. Like I said, deep diving into your childhood, or old things that you like to used to do when you were a child. Going back into things that made you happy when you were a child, and kind of playing with that, whether that be getting into art, listening to music, dancing, being in a creative flow, and balancing out that energy within yourself, so that way you can feel more at one and at peace with yourself at this time. Because, you know, Libra is balance, Libra is relationships, Libra is peace and harmony. And I feel like the only way how you're going to really have peace and harmony within yourself is if you kind of balance out your energies within yourself at this time, okay? And then I keep going around the wheel. Then we also have Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto will be in Aquarius for the next 20 years. So I hope you guys don't get tired about me breaking this alignment down, okay? Because we're going to be talking about this for a while. But yes, Pluto is in Aquarius at 2 degrees. 2 degrees is Taurus. So it's going back to value, going back to things that you love, and just governing, you know, what direction that you want to head in towards the future, so you can make sure that you are setting the right foundation for this new transformation, this new unique way of elevating in the public, elevating within the community, elevating within just for the future, elevating for the future, transforming for the future, death to old things for the future, and technology, and just whatever that may look like for you. Everybody's going, I feel like everybody right now, this is like the collective energy. So I feel like everybody right now is kind of going through a big transformation, whether that be spiritually, mentally, emotionally, just subtle ways, changing their hair. I just washed my hair, so I'm feeling really light, really airy. And that is Aquarius. Aquarius is air. Mindset, how people are thinking, because, you know, air governs the mind. So how are people thinking towards the future, and really working through this transformation of self, transformation of the collective, transformation of the community right now. I feel like that's going to be a consistent theme for the next 20 years and beyond. Just as far as like technology is growing. That's never going to stop. That's never going to change. So it's kind of like you kind of got to get with it or get lost, that in that type of sense. You kind of got to jump on board or get thrown overboard. So yes, and Pluto, you know, Pluto is rebirth, transformation, merging, other people's money, sex. So it's all about merging and being one with yourself for this transformation to elevate to new heights in how you value things and things that you value. Okay. And then going over to Pisces. Okay, so I'm just going to show you guys. So we also have Saturn and Mars in Pisces and Neptune. So they're all in Pisces right now. So Saturn governs work, discipline, time, the father figure, so father time, some people like to say. And I feel like that's in Pisces because I feel like this is a, you know, are you making your dreams come true? Are you making your dreams a reality? Are you are you putting time into your dreams? Are you investing in your dreams? But also don't get caught up in the illusion of that, because we do have Neptune and Pisces, and I feel like that makes this energy even double. So you could be, I was watching this astrologer last night. Shout out to I forget his name, but shout out to him. He was talking about inception. So I feel like it's like a dream within a dream. Are you making your dreams a reality, but don't get caught up in the illusion of the dream, you know, stay on track. And we also have Mars in Pisces as well. So it's all about self. It's all about fighting for your dreams or fighting for the illusion. You know, I feel like some people may be getting lost in this realm of fantasy. And that's also Pisces. That's also Neptune fantasies. Getting lost in the music. I feel like that's a good way to kind of balance that out. Really deep dive into some healing frequencies, some 532 hertz, some 432 hertz, really deep diving into higher frequency music and vibrations at this time to help get through work or help bring down those dreams that you may be trying to manifest at this time and help you elevate yourself. What are ways that you are elevating yourself at this time? And try not to go to war with yourself over your dreams. Don't get into a self-dispute in your mind because, you know, Pisces does govern the mind. It governs the subconscious mind. So you can really get into this shadow work or going deep into your subconscious mind and beating yourself up about old ways. Really give yourself grace at this time and push through gracefully and have love and compassion for yourself and love and compassion for others at this time, because I really feel like since this eclipse, it's been some heavy energy, just globally, universally. There's been a lot. I feel like that day the eclipse hit, it was like, oh, so peaceful, so blissful and peace and harmony. And then the next couple days, it was just like, boom, like this heavy, dense energy of reality, you know, or people getting lost in a fantasy. So I really feel like this is a really good time to govern your mindset and how are you thinking on all levels, whether that be consciously, subconsciously, in your dreams, in your reality, bringing those dreams to reality, and working on those dreams to better yourself in the future, okay? And last but not least, okay, we have Aries. So we have the North Node in Aries. We have Mercury retrograde in Aries. And then we also have Venus in Aries. So I feel like this is going back to love of self, communicating with yourself, you know, and governing the mind so that way you can head in a better direction for the future. Because the North Node is kind of like your soul mission. So what ways are you investing in yourself to head in the right direction for the future of yourself? You know, that's Aries and the North Node. And then you also have Mercury. So how are you communicating with yourself? You know, Mercury governs communication, governs intelligence, governs the mind, governs the brain, duality. So how are you going back and forth with yourself to How are you going back and forth with yourself? That's Mercury in Aries. How are you? How's your self-talk? How's your self-dialogue? Are you hard on yourself? Are you beating yourself up most of the time? Or are you giving yourself grace when things aren't, you know, going your way, and really balancing that out? I feel like the best way to balance that out is going back and forth with the polarity. That's Mercury as well, because Mercury is Gemini. So, you know, how are you governing your mind at this time, being mindful of what you're thinking and how you value and view yourself. That goes back to Venus, because Venus is values, Venus is love, Venus is material things, Venus is money, because people love money, and some people don't love money, they just love what money can do for them. So it's all about, you know, what are you valuing at this time? What do you love at this time? What are you investing at this time? And I hope you're investing in yourself so you could head in the right place in the future. Yeah, so that's kind of like my general breakdown for the astrology right now. We do have, okay, so we have Mars, Mars sextiling the Jupiter and Uranus conjunction. So I really feel like this is going to be expansion and growth within yourself. It's really funny when I do my breakdowns. It's kind of just like an intuitive thing, but I feel like that's going to be really heavy, a really heavy energy come the 20th and beyond, because Jupiter and Uranus are going to stay conjunct together for a while until until Gemini season. So basically all of this month, we're going to be feeling this energy of how are we working on ourselves, self-improvement, working on ourselves, working on our dreams, making sure, and you're going to see people lost in an illusion as well. So there's going to be this divide. You may see a divide. I don't want to put this out there. You may be coming into union with people as well, because I see people, when I look at Aries, love of self. You know, how much do you really love yourself? Do you have self-love? Do you value yourself enough to invest in yourself? Do you value yourself to know that, you know, you can have these positive, healthy dialogues within yourself, with others, with the community? Everything isn't always doom and gloom, even though we are going through hard times. It's all about your mindset. So yeah, I feel like that's kind of like the main thing. Is this a square? And then we also have Pluto, 2, 3, 4, squaring the Jupiter and Uranus as well. So Pluto is squaring, so there might even be conflicts with the collective on transformation and elevation and values and what they value. I feel like that goes back to the war talk, as far as the humanitarian, the rebellion against the new world that we are entering in. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of like my astrology breakdown. My spirit is like, you're missing something. So numerology, I kind of want to get into a little bit of numerology. So the 2 and the 1 for the Jupiter and Uranus conjunction. 2 is values, 1 is yourself, value of self. And then we also have, yeah, that's pretty much it, because everything is kind of 22 and 21. So the moon in Virgo and Lilith, they're both at 22. How do you value yourself? That's double, that's duality. And then that's 4, your foundation. So how do you value yourself? How are you valuing your foundation? How you look at yourself? And then we also have, I feel like 19. So I feel like that's self-completion. And then that also goes back to 1, self. So everything is kind of going back to yourself, how you value yourself, how you look at yourself, what are things that you are doing to elevate yourself for the future. And I feel like when you work on yourself, that really does help elevate the collective, because you can't really help other people if you're not even helping yourself, okay? How you gonna help somebody with a broke leg? You can't. So you gotta fix yourself up and build yourself up for a more healthier relationship with yourself, so that way you can have healthier relationships with others. Also partners, partnership, whether that be business, whether that be love, whether that be relationships. I'm really seeing there's just like, there's going to be a great balance within both of these dualities and these realms. There's going to be a great deal of people in love. There's going to be a great deal of people breaking up, people going to business and business not working, you know, for the best. And I feel like that's just life. That's reality. It's all about how you balance it out and how you look at it and how are you transcending and transmuting and elevating at this time through this huge transformation that the collective is going through. So yeah, that is my astrology breakdown. It's like my 5th time saying that. But that is my astrology breakdown for Taurus season. I feel like this is going to be a very heavy, prominent energy just to start off the season, kicking off the season. It even looks like, if you look at the alignment, it even kind of looks like polarity. You can see the bottom part really prominent, and then the part that's above the horizon just kind of in the distance. So I feel like this is going to be more about deep diving into yourself, valuing yourself to bring out, you know, become this lotus, become this flower. How are you nurturing yourself so that way you can evolve and grow in the summer when the summer comes, okay? So yes, I'm going to pull some cards and we are going to get into a energy reading for this energy as well. Because I just love doing oracle readings and just kind of seeing what comes up in the cards. So I'm going to be using my oracle deck, and we're just going to pull some cards and see what comes up. But I'm really feeling like this is going to be a really big season for a transformation, for abundance, for people who are already doing the work. If you're already doing the work, then you just have to be patient, and you will start to see a lot of those changes and investments coming through for you. I feel like everybody will be ascending at their own pace, at their own level, whether that be getting your health together, getting your financial parts together, getting your relationship with yourself, relationship with others together. I just really feel like this is going to be a really big time of growth for the collective on all levels. So yes, I'm just gonna, well, first card out just flipped over, slow and steady. Yeah, so just keeping a slow and steady pace, not rushing, taking your time. Like I said, give yourself grace at this time. Really honoring your energy. As you can see, this is kind of like the moon, so your emotions, governing your emotions, and then turtle. So having patience with yourself when it comes to your emotions and your mental state, and nourishing yourself. How are you nourishing yourself at this time? Don't forget to give yourself love and pour into yourself at this time as well. Okay, and then this also is 3. And 3 governs your mind. How are you communicating with yourself? How are you investing in yourself? Are you studying? Are you learning? How are you learning? How are you elevating? How are you growing at this time? So yeah, I really feel like that's going to be a big theme as well. Investing in yourself, investing in your mental space, making sure that you are mentally healthy at this time, and giving yourself grace, okay? So I'm just going to shuffle up these cards a little bit more, because I just flew out. So yeah, and I also feel like that kind of goes back to Taurus. You know, Taurus, tortoise. I don't know if anybody catches that, like Taurus, tortoise, you know, keeping it slow and steady. Bulls, they kind of, they're grazing, they're minding their own business, they're just in the grass grazing, they're taking their time, but don't mess with them. Then you're going to get charged, then you're going to get the horns, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like keeping this slow and steady pace for yourself, to give yourself that grace and that peace right now, okay? All right, I'm going to cut the cards, and then I'm going to pull. Yes, second card out is healing energy. So yeah, I feel like this goes back to how are you healing yourself at this time? What number is this? 20. Values of self, Taurus. Taurus is a second sign. And I feel like that governs what exactly this season. So this might be a season of healing and a season of your mindset and just how are you valuing yourself? How are you healing yourself? How are you healing others? How is your communication with others? And how are you investing your time? Are you investing it logically? Are you reading books? Are you studying? Are you teaching yourself? Are you taking up classes? So doing things that are going to help you heal and elevate at this time. I feel like that's going to be a really big theme for the collective. And just, you know, healing that root chakra. The spirit's like, don't put this down. So really going back into that red root chakra, getting into this root chakra, getting into that sacral chakra. So that way you can kind of come into your solar plexus and be in this sense of power and healing and knowing who you are and vitality. But it starts at the root. You know, how is your foundation? How are you creating your reality at this time? Okay. Next card, I'm moving into balance. Yes, I love that. So yeah, really balancing your feminine energy with your masculine energy, the moon and the sun, that solar eclipse energy, and balancing that with your mind, your air, the universe, the ground, nourishing yourself. I feel like that goes back into your emotions. How are you emotionally? If you have to release and let go, do it in a healthy way, do it in a positive way, the best way that you can. Like I said, dance, get into movement, get into yoga, go outside and ground yourself at this time. You know, burn some sage, burn some incense, light a candle, take a bath, get a massage, mani-pedi, do whatever is going to help you nourish your self. One is self. So moving into balance with yourself. And it's funny because when I look at these cards, it's literally 3, 2, and 1. So it's almost like a countdown to something. And only you will know what that looks like, okay? Countdown to moving into balance with yourself. And I feel like when you're in balance with yourself, you are ascending, you are elevating. Nothing can kind of take you off your path, because if something comes from the left, you're able to balance yourself back into center yourself. If something comes from this way, then you're able to bounce back and center yourself. So when you're balanced, you're able to flow like water and be centered and not let anything move you or take you out of alignment. Okay. Yes, masculine energy. So the sun, yes, the sun in Taurus. And then this is 1 and 6, so 16. So 1 is self, 6 is work. So how are you working on yourself? 7 is, you know, the God frequency, elevation and peace and serenity. So I really feel like people need to be taking action to, you know, what are the actions that you are taking to elevate yourself and get back into your power, get back into your creative flow, doing movement. I'm really just seeing like people moving. So really getting into movement so that way you can stay in balance with yourself and balancing out this divine masculine energy. Because I feel like it's going to be very prominent. It's already very prominent in the news. Like I said, if you guys check the world news, you will see what's going on overseas. There is this heavy, dominant, masculine war, passion, fighting energy, but it's all about fighting for a purpose, for a balance, for justice. And I feel like if you're fighting for justice in the right way, whatever that may look like for you, whether that mean standing up for yourself or standing up for others when it's necessary, I really feel like that's going to be a big thing. And governing how you communicate, you know, that with yourself, because, you know, blue is communication. Blue is how you're thinking. That's your third eye or your first eye, however you want to look at it. And your throat chakra and communication. Are you listening to your intuition? Intuition comes from your solar plexus as well. So standing in your power, I feel like that's going to be another big thing. It's funny because we have the sun on here as well. So yellow is the theme. Yellow and blue. So really, and that's funny, I wore yellow. So yeah, really, how are you operating in your power, standing in your power and balancing out your emotions and communicating your emotions the right way, and operating in putting that into action, for the right ways and governing that in the right way. Okay. Pull one more card. And transformation at 22 again. Yes. So transformation. So yeah, the collective is going through a huge transformation. So this is going to be a time of elevation, time of ascension. I'm seeing a lot of caterpillars really doing the self-work to evolve, to go into that cocoon. So you may see people going into the cocoons right now, just to get in tune with yourself. Neptune. So I feel like Neptune is in Pisces. So going within to get in tune with yourself, getting in tune with their subconscious mind. And then this is at 22. 22 is, Taurus. 2 is Taurus. 2 is values. 2 is balance. 2 is duality. So really balancing out yourself. I really feel like this is 2 different scenes. So this is the clouds and the atmosphere and what are you thinking. And then I feel like this is the sun as well, that blue and that yellow theme, and blue and yellow make green. So really balancing to get into your heart center, get into your heart space, and giving yourself love and self-love, and operating out of compassion and letting things fall that need to fall so you can better transform and elevate. And if you have to go into this cocoon to become this beautiful butterfly, then that's what needs to be taking place. Okay, setting your foundation, because 2 + 2 = 4. 4 is foundation. 4 is the home. 4 is the mother. 4 is nurturing. So nurturing yourself so you can have a better foundation in the future. Okay, I'm really feeling all of these are really aligned with the astrology reading that I did. Just really taking things slow, healing yourself, moving into balance with yourself, and balancing out that divine feminine with that divine masculine. Your yin and your yang, the sun and the moon, the solar eclipse, really balancing out yourself, your mental space, because that's where it all starts. All starts in your mindset. And when you have the right mindset, then you can kind of govern which direction and which way that you're going in the future. And I feel like that better helps you transform and transcend to higher heights for this journey. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a few more cards. But yeah, I'm really feeling like this is just going to be a really big time for transformation, elevation. People who have done the work, then they will just continue to grow. People who are starting their journey, they're going to be doing a lot of deep diving and ascending in their journey. And people who are already deep on their journey, I feel like they're just going to be ascending to higher heights at this time. But I feel like everybody's going to be going through a huge transformation collectively. And yeah, I love to see it. I love to see it because, with death, there's a rebirth. When something is done and over with, it's a new beginning that's starting. So, yes, natal chart. So this is like the wheel, destiny. Some things are just destined, You can't necessarily avoid change. You can't avoid change. Otherwise, you're stagnant, and things don't grow. And the bottom card, I just flipped this over. Bottom card is Earth. So yeah, you really have to get grounded in this change and know that everything is for your ascension. How are you nurturing yourself at this time? How are you nurturing yourself? And then that's Taurus season again. That's the earth element. So nourishment, grounding, foundation, being practical, being realistic in this reality, in this realm. Plant some seeds. This would be a good time to plant some seeds and nourish them for the future. So I'm going to read this Earth element card. It says, Daughter Earth, realm of reason, practical, present, stable, patience, goal-oriented, consistent, habitual, sustainable, value, resources, logic, measurement, common sense. Working with the earth element in any capacity will enhance your natural abilities. Yes, I love that. So value, that goes back to that Taurus energy. Earth, that's the Taurus energy. Look at all this beautiful, lush environment, just nurturing yourself. That is a more of a feminine aspect, but I feel like it's all about balance at this time. And then the natal chart. So I'm going to read this. It says, study your natal chart, the cosmic contract. The answers you seek are found there. Get in divine alignment. Yeah. So get in divine alignment with yourself. The wheel of fortune is just destiny. You know, some things are destined. You have no control. Release control, release expectations. So that way you can kind of free yourself, and whatever comes in abundance will come. You know, we're not on our time, we're on divine time. That's like a big thing that I've been going back and forth with myself with these past few months. You know, I'm not on my time. I want to do things at my pace, but certain things happen for a reason, and it's because it's supposed to. You know, everything happens for a reason. So just go with the flow. Go with the flow at this time, okay? And give yourself grace and balance. Okay, so I'm going to pull some more cards from my tarot deck. Wow, they just flipped over. The Hermit. Yeah, so going within. What did I just say, you guys? Going within. Subconscious mind, spiritual mastery, development, deep diving into knowledge. Just knowledge of self, knowledge of things, soul searching, enlightenment, solitude, growth, advice, you know, getting the right advice, transforming, working on yourself. I really feel like, you know, going within to get the light within, using your inner light to guide you, using your own intuition to guide you. If you don't hear your intuition, I'm hearing doing a detox, do fruits and veggies for 3 days so you can really tap into your intuition and that inner knowing. And just give yourself grace, okay? This is clarifying the slow and steady card. I'm going to be pulling 5 more of these cards. So, and this is a major arcana card. This is 19. So it's going back to that self completion, to be one with yourself, to balance yourself, a new start, deep diving into new things to help you elevate self-mastery, okay? And like I said, again, it's that blue. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Because I'll be like, okay, I'm done. And then Spirit be like, no, you're not. You still got to. So it's like this blue, like I was saying, that blue and that yellow. So balancing out that communication with yourself, with your mind, so you can better tap into your power, that yellow, that solar plexus energy, okay? Okay. So let me flip this over. All right, let me finish shuffling the cards. What are some more messages for this Taurus energy, this Taurus season? These alignments, looking forward to May energy. Spirit, what are some more things that we should be aware of and look out for, things we need to know at this time? Okay, Spirit said cut it and flip. Okay, oh, 3 of coins, doing it together. Yes, I love this. So you may even be coming into people who have like minds, a community of people, like I said, a partner, business relationships. So you don't have to heal alone is what I'm hearing. You can get with like minds, a community, healing retreats, the spa, go, you know, best friends, whatever that may look like for you, for this community card family. Just really getting into people who want to, you know, work with you, who have the same mindset, who have the same goals, same values as you. So 3 of coins, 3 of pentacles. So really working together to elevate, co-management, sync energy, collaborate, active listening, communication with your mind, just really working together and being happy about it, being joyful about it. So yeah, healing doesn't always have to be doom and gloom. It doesn't always have to be this sad energy. It's all about, you know, the future and the direction that you're headed in. And it's like once you get past that little crappy phase, you get into this new beautiful environment and you just feel lighter and more abundant, and you just give yourself grace. And if you have people that are kind of on the same page as you, why not work with them? Why not heal together? I don't see that being a problem. Yes, Six of Wands. So yes, this is victory, being victorious, balancing out yourself, balancing out your mind. You know, congratulations. The hard part is over. If you've been doing the work, that's something I'm hearing. If you've been doing the work, if you've been doing the self-healing, if you've been doing the inner child healing, the triggering and getting over triggers and just really elevating yourself on all levels, I'm hearing that this is a victory for you. This is a milestone for you. This is going to bring you a boost of confidence with the Six of Wands coming out to clarify the moving into balance card. So I feel like you are going to be very victorious when it comes to your mindset, your growth, elevating, and just accomplishing that balance within yourself. I feel like that's a huge thing because some people, sometimes I can't even decide what I want to eat. So it's like when I finally come to a decision, I'm like, yes, I'm finally. So it's kind of like that, like getting something that you've been working hard for, getting the reward after, you know, working out after 3 months, you finally see results. And it's like, yes, but it takes time. It takes that consistency. You have to be consistent in order to see this victory. So don't look at yourself as a victim. You are a victor. You are victorious. You are a warrior. You are a spiritual warrior. Okay, you got on an armor right here, so you are victorious with the blue and the red and the yellow. Is really getting grounded and centered in your power, so that way you can elevate and know that you are heading in the right direction. Okay. Next card is the Magician. Yes, this is clarifying the masculine energy, and this is the one. So knowing that you are the one, knowing, you know, value yourself. If you don't value yourself, how can you know your power? You don't really know your power if you don't value yourself, if you don't know who you are. How can you know that you are this magician? How can you know that you can heal yourself? How can you know that you can be this master manifester if you aren't valuing yourself? If you aren't working with the earth, if you aren't working with yourself, if you're not healing these past things to push past these old ways to become this new person, become this magician, okay? The power is in their hands. They have this fiery energy. I feel like Tauruses are very fiery. I was very shocked. But you know, the opposite of Taurus is Scorpio. And I feel like Scorpio have this. It's very funny that Scorpio is a water sign and Taurus is an earth sign, because I feel like they have this undertone of fiery energy that they kind of have to like balance out with their emotions, with that grounding of the earth and the water. So I really feel like this is going to be a time of people to ground themselves so they can come into their power, okay? Balance out that fiery energy, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of things on the surface, that fire energy that's going to be really pushing people to be kind of impulsive and kind of charged, you know, charged like the Taurus bull when they see red. When you see red, you kind of just want to, you know, go off. But you're really going to have to center yourself and ground yourself at this time. And kind of think of the future, think ahead of time before you act on impulse is what I'm hearing. So really get grounded into yourself and go within to have a better balance and communication with yourself to bring things that you want to manifest into this reality, okay? Ace of Coins. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I keep doing that. It's just how I'm doing it, but Ace of Coins. Yes. Ace of Cups, excuse me. Ace of Cups. So this is emotional fulfillment. This is clarifying the transformation card. So yes, I feel like this transformation that a lot of people are going through are going to bring them a lot of emotional fulfillment, a lot of blissful energy. Like I said, it might even be a partner that may be helping you push through certain things, whether that be a business partner, a friendship, a family member, a lover, or just you balancing out this energy within yourself. I really feel like this is going to be a really great time for emotional fulfillment, blessings, just unexpected blessings, unexpected abundance, just all type of different things coming in from different directions that the universe, the divine source, higher self, angels, spirit guides, whatever you want to call this abundant universal energy, is going to be bringing into people who have been doing the work and nourishing themselves. I feel like this blissful state of energy, this blissful state of fulfillment is going to start to come in for people. Okay, Ace of Cups is a beautiful card. Beautiful card. Emotional fulfillment. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to read it. It says overflowing love. Who doesn't love love? I know I do. Some people, y'all got to heal yourselves, okay? Because love is a beautiful thing, okay? Love is, it's no words, okay? When you are loved unconditionally, it's like a blissful feeling, okay? Romantic success, new romance, flowing emotions. This is it, enjoy. So that really get into this joy, this feeling of bliss, this feeling of love, loving yourself. If you're going through a hardship right now, get into loving yourself. And if you have a hard time with that, deep dive into it, because it's only going to be harder for you in the future. So really deep dive into loving yourself and pouring into yourself, like how this is overflowing with love, getting into balance with yourself, getting into loving yourself. And I feel like once you really get into loving yourself and knowing who you are, then this person will come into your life and they'll be on the same frequency and vibration as you. And it's just going to be magnetic. It's going to be this magnetic, abundant energy. Okay. So yeah, Ace of Cups for transformation. Confirming the transformation card. I love that. Bottom card, I just flipped this over on accident. Emperor. So that's going back to that masculine energy. So really balancing out your masculine energy with your feminine energy. Knowing who you are and being confident in that. Getting things done. Being the leader. You know, you have this power, and you really have to tap into your power at this time and know who you are. It's going back to the Magician card. Okay, so I'm going to pull one more card from my chakra deck for an overall message for the collective at this time. But I'm really feeling like, yeah, this is going to be a beautiful, abundant growth period for the collective. Really just tap into your heart, get grounded and centered in that. And then the possibilities are limitless. The possibilities are endless for you when you have a abundant, high vibrational mindset. Don't let distractions distract you. Don't let negative things weigh you down. And if you have to cry, purge, get them out. But I really feel like this is going to be a season of abundance, especially getting ready for Gemini season, because Jupiter will move into Gemini, and I feel like that's going to bring a lot of abundance for people's mental space and how they're thinking. So really getting on things now in Taurus season for what you value and how you value things, so that way you can elevate when the next season comes. Okay, planting the right seeds now, nourishing those seeds now, so that way they grow abundantly. You have nothing but abundance. Okay, that's just something that I'm hearing. Shuffle these up one more time, and then I'm gonna cut the deck. Okay, first card out. Yes, what did I say? Green is the theme. Green is the theme. Peace, serenity, going into your heart space, going into your heart chakra, so you can find peace, inner peace. Okay, chakra balance, balancing those chakras. I've been talking about chakras this whole time. So really centering yourself, doing like meditation, get into yoga, Like I said, do things that are going to make you happy. Do things that are going to center you at this time. Do things that are going to make you in a peaceful, blissful mindset, a balanced mindset. Don't do anything that's going to bring your energy down. Stop watching negative things. Stop watching things that just lower your vibration. Get into higher vibrational things so that we can get to a better mindset, a better heart space, and be one with yourself. And just align your chakras so you can keep on elevating at this time. I really feel like that's going to be a big thing, you know, centering yourself and finding your own peace within yourself. What are some things and routines that you can do to better elevate yourself at this time, and find peace within yourself at this time? It says 42, chakra balance, peace. Through energy, breathe, and balance emerges the greatest sense of peace. Yes. Yes. So I feel like this is going to be the season of balance. This is going to be the season of growth. This is going to be the season of breath. So getting into breath work. I don't know if you guys know about fire breaths or the 4-4 count breath. So counting to 4. Inhale, counting to 4, hold it for 4. And then releasing at 4. Like just me doing that, oh my gosh, felt so good. So yeah, really get into breathing, watching your breath, going on hikes, getting into nature, grounding yourself, becoming one with yourself. And yeah, I really feel like that's the theme for this Taurus season. Really getting into nurturing yourself. How are you nurturing yourself at this time, and the transformation that you're going through, the whole collective is going to go through, I feel like, for this season. So do things that are going to bring you peace, do things that are going to balance you, do things that are going to make you happy, do things that you love. And then the numbers are 42. So 4 is foundation, 2 is values. So for your foundation, what are you valuing? And then 6 is work, 6 is health. So valuing your health, valuing working on your health, value working on your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health. All of these things matter at the end of the day. You don't want to be lost in the sauce, lost in the illusion. You want to be grounded in this reality, but also working on bringing your dreams into this reality, and keeping a open heart and showing compassion for others and loving yourself. I feel like this is it's a whirlwind of everything, but you have to stay balanced in the center, in the eye of the storm. You have to be the eye of the storm. You have to be calm and peaceful while everything around you is just a little bit chaotic, but don't let those things move you. And sometimes you may get hit, with an object, something might throw you off, but always remember to center yourself back into this peaceful mindset. I feel like that's going to be the theme, okay? Don't let outside things distract you too much. I know it's hard. We do stay in a realm of duality, but always stay grounded in yourself and knowing who you are, loving yourself, giving yourself compassion and grace. And I feel like you will continue to elevate. So yeah, that is my Taurus season energy reading, astrology reading, and energy. Yeah, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Love you guys. I hope everybody has a beautiful, abundant day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Until next time, guys.